Hello, duelists. Welcome back to the King's Courts. Now, I'm pretty happy to bring this because I was not expecting this. I managed to get second at my local's most recent weekly Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I'm not gonna lie though, literally by literally a hair or like the skin of my opponent's teeth, I barely lost out on getting first undefeated. Now I'll go over that and why in a sec. So, but before we get to that, let's just get this out of the way. Shameless plug-in, I know, but gotta do it. Don't forget to, if you're watching this and you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I try to do the local support on a weekly basis lately. I'm trying my best. You know, you never know. Sometimes things just come up, but we also do a variety of different Yu-Gi-Oh content here on the channel, and as well, I'm pretty sure if you're watching, you'll probably find some other content you might like as well. So don't forget to also hit notification bells so you don't miss out on future videos, and also don't forget check out our social media in the description. And let me also know, question of the video or question of the day, whatever you want to call it. How do you feel about this format? Do you feel like this format's dragging out too long, or are you just waiting on a ban list to shake things up? Like, do you like this one, or do you feel like it's already gotten boring? I've been hearing a lot of mixed feelings, and personally, I think it's dragged on a little bit. I think everyone just wants the ban list now. Personally, I feel like a lot of people are just waiting on it. So, but hey, who knows, right? We'll see what happens. So, now I managed to play. I mean, like I said, I got second place. My first round, I won against Salamangreat. Second, this is my first time ever playing against this deck. I won against Rescue Ace. Man, that's an interesting deck. I've heard of it, obviously, and I've seen it before. And channel member Michael, whenever new decks come out that are getting popularity, he likes to play test them online, usually like Yu-Gi-Oh Nexus. You know, in order to get a feel for the deck, because he likes to keep an eye on anything that might be interesting. That way, we could build it IRL and bring it to the channel. But he told me about Rescue Ace, and they were cool, but I never played against it till now. So that was, man, that could be nuts. And round three, I played against Brandon, but I didn't actually lose the round. I'll go over that in a sec. So it was gonna be a fourth round, but I guess because this was on a Sunday, and the day after that was obviously Monday, and it was Labor Day. The video meant to go up Labor Day, but some stuff came up. So the video should be going up on a Tuesday. So a day late, sorry, but like I said, some personal things came up. But nothing too crazy. So basically, I played against Salad. Now, obviously, if you've seen the channel, I've played Salad before. It's a cool deck. I haven't played, though, against it with the new support, so that was pretty interesting. So, game one, I won the die roll. Not gonna lie, I won off pretty good. I managed to end on the field of... Now, this is actually a new build I've been experimenting with. So, let's see. And I'll probably put him in the thumbnail, but once again, Big Daddy Plasma constantly keeps getting the win. I managed to end on the tried and true field because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to like blow through all my stuff basically in case he bearded me or something, which luckily he didn't. I managed to end on a field of DPE Plasma with favorite contact set. I also managed to I've been getting lucky with the draws lately. I actually had Droll in my hand. Now, another thing about favorite contact, man, maybe I might put this in the thumbnail because this card has been crazy because now the thing with heroes, because we're a rogue deck and not a lot of, like, if you've ever played heroes and like even at a local level, but like shoot at a regional level it's even worse. A lot of people don't usually know how hero cards work. Like, I've done tons of videos so far, which for the record, it's September, it's almost the channel's first year anniversary, and I remember because that's actually close to my birthday too. So, man, maybe we might do something special to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. Anyone watching this who subscribed to the channel and been watching us for, man, a whole year, it's hard to believe it. If you got any like ideas for like a year, like you want to see for like a year-long, like a first year anniversary special, let us know in the comments. We might look into that. But basically, a lot of people don't usually know hero rules. A lot of people don't usually know plasma is a skill drain as soon as it hits the field, and not a lot of people don't even know how favorite contact works. I do. He had to read it like 3 times, not just him, but like almost all my opponents that day had to reread favorite contact because they didn't know about the whole shuffling back to go to a hero fusion, ignoring summoning conditions. So basically, I had to explain how it worked, and that way I could explain to him why I was able to go into the big bad monster himself, Shiny Neos Wingman. I also had to explain to him why Neos Wingman, gets so much attack and why it blows stuff up. Because since he was playing Salad, remember, it's not just your monsters, it's every monster in the field. When Wingman is summoned, he can destroy monsters up to the different attributes. So because he's light and Plasma and DPE are both dark, and Salamangreat obviously are all fire, 3 pops right there. So I had to explain that to him. But he understood, and after that he pretty much just scooped right there because he realized there was nothing else he could do. So we won game 2. He decided to go first, and he asked my hero lives. And that was fine because I did also have another Stratus in my hand. But even that wasn't enough because I tried setting up. But he basically was able to bait out a bunch of stuff. Like, I don't think he drilled. No. No, he didn't Nibiru me. Did he? Let me look over my notes real quick. Yeah, he managed to get rid of all my stuff. And sadly, I didn't draw the crazy hand that lets me play through Nibiru, sadly. So I had a rock, and he managed to go into the whole the whole Salad combo of just being able to end on a big access code. So, hey, what can you do? Salamangreat, right? It's close though. So game 3, this is what I did. I managed to end on basically do the try and shoot hero combo, and he didn't know how any of the hero cards worked, but basically I did the whole everything managed, and instead of landing on favorite contact, I was able to go in to Neos Wingman with Plasma, DPE, and I used the Wake Up Your Elemental Hero to go into Shadow Mist. I actually did experiment and actually tried out one Shadow Mist this week, and I'm not going to lie, it worked out just fine. There was never really a moment I missed the second one. There was one time. Yeah, once, because... Oh, now I'm looking over the notes. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Sometimes I got to write these down, or to, because I don't want my opponent to think I'm cheating or anything. Game 2, he asked my hero lives, and all I had was Fusion Destiny. I went to DPE, and that's pretty much all I could do. I didn't get anything else. I had Call by the Grave, that was useful. And I think I had Poly in my hand, but nothing too crazy. So I used obviously DP's effect to destroy one of his monsters. I destroyed the Buffalo, which that's usually the card Sal likes to start off with. But he managed to use Silent Mining, so he managed to go off still. He discarded Spiny, Gazelle, all that stuff. So hey, what can you do, right? So I went first the third round in the third game, and I managed to end on all of that with the Shadow Mist and Mass Change combo set. So he pretty much dropped right there. And the best part is, because I went into DP right away, because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, I had favorite contact set, and I was going to use it to go into absolute zero, because you can't do that. Return your Liquid Soldier and your hero monster. There you go. So he pretty much scooped right there, and so I got the first round. Second round was probably the hardest one I had all day. Like I said, I've never played against Rescue Ace before in my life. Like, this is the first time ever I played against an IRL at least. Oh, also, if you hear a noise going, again, it's still technically, I think we're in like the twilight of summer, something like that. Well, it's still warm in my area, at least today it is, so I got the fan on still. Sorry if you hear that. Again, I'm waiting for it to end too. But, basically, I played against Rescue Ace. He got the first game because he went first and he just managed to do all kinds of crazy stuff. He managed to do all kinds of insane, like, this was my first time seeing it, and he managed to set up all the negate cards in like 5 back rows set. So, that stinks. So, game 2 though, I managed to end on a field, I actually got lucky, and I managed to end on a field similar to this, but I didn't draw enough cards to be able, I didn't have enough resources to go into extra, because I had to use Shadow Mist at the beginning. I had to discard it for Ferris. So, hey, what can you do, right? But it worked out fine still. I managed to end on this field going first. But, obviously, this is fair contact and all that. I also, it sickens me, but I did this week, man. I mentioned before that I know it's a powerful card, debatably the best hand trap right now, debatably. But I did main deck, and Droll and Lockbird did kick some ass this week. I'm not going to lie. So I drolled him during his turn. It slowed him down a little bit, but it was really Plasma that was giving him an issue. So as soon as he normal summoned, that's when I flipped up and went to Wingman and destroyed his card because he also set some other card. And he couldn't really do anything after that. So game 3... we managed to go. I'm just glad we didn't go into time. But believe me, I'll be going over time in a sec. Game 3, though, is where things got interesting. He went first. I didn't draw Valor not Valor. Valor, right? In these days. Imperm. All day. I drew it a couple times for a set, but I didn't draw it like the beginning. He did, although I got Impermed. I'll go over that in a sec. But, so basically, he went first. But hilariously, he couldn't really see his pieces. He tried using pot as well, but he couldn't. Everything he saw go for when he went pot, I guess he was preparing to go either first or second, was nothing but turn 2 cards. And he had a Book of Moon to his hand. So basically what I did was hero. So when on my turn, I went a Hero Lives, Stratos. He basically Book of Moon that, but I still got the effect off, and it didn't even matter if he didn't because I had another Stratus in my hand. So I managed to get Ferris, ditch Malicious, and managed to do the combo. The hilarious thing is a lot of his monsters had these abilities to float. He didn't know though about Shiny Neos' Wingman's ability to gain attack points for every monster, and the fact that he does damage if he destroys an opponent's monster. The standard Wingman ability where you take damage equal to your destroyed monster's attack points. So he didn't know about that, so basically I just managed to get the game from there. Because I managed to blow up most of his back row because he couldn't get Hydrant because, oh man, it's hilarious. He tried going Hydrant, but because, basically, he could, what was it again? Oh yeah. I managed to go DPE, and I used DPE to blow up his Hydrant, and I called by the grave did. Oh man, that was actually kind of mean. So, but that was game 2 though. I did that, I think. I think so. No, yeah. So, hey, I got the win though. So, that was pretty cool, because I went, because I won the first one, he won the first one, so I went first game 2. Yeah, that's when I did that. Yeah. So basically, thanks to Plasma stopping his stuff, called by the grave, I managed to banish his Hydrant. And after that, I've noticed that they can play without it, but Hydrant gives them makes them faster, basically. So after I realized that, because I read the cards that he added to his hand, managed to set. A lot of them said if you have Hydrant on the field, or Rescue Hydrant on the field, So I'm like, okay, they need Hydrant. So I managed to make sure he couldn't get Hydrant. Or if he did at least, it wasn't getting his abilities. So I managed to get games. That's how I managed to get round 2. I was feeling pretty good at this point. So then when round 3 was announced, and also it got announced too that it was going to be the last one because, like I said, the next day was Labor Day, so I guess some people just wanted to just go home and relax. Hey, hey, can't blame them, right? Like the people at our locals are a mixture of people who are like working and still go to school, so can't blame them, right? So basically, I managed to finish off the tournament against playing Brandon. Oh man, Brandon. Oh boy. Everyone's favorite. So now, if you're new to the channel, which I have a feeling somebody in my banlist prediction video has probably never seen our other videos, you know that if you're not new, if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I played against Brandon probably more times than any other deck that I can think that I've mentioned on this channel, because realistically, you're always going to see at least 1 or 2 Brandon players at every locals. Let's be honest here. So and also if you've seen our Master Duel videos, I do pretty well against Brandon because I played against him so many times. I know what to do. You know, other than Ash Blossom, let's be real here, that's their number 1 weakness right there. But also I didn't see Ash once this entire weekend. Go figure. So, anyways, I went turn 1. This game took 40 minutes. 40 minutes. An entire 40 minutes. So the reason why is because my opening hand was garbage. Now, you're going to hear this familiar because this is the first time in a while I bricked. And if you're a hero player, you know that heroes are a pretty consistent deck. We have a lot of search cards, a lot of one-off cards we like to, that can set up our combos. We got Rhoda, Stratos, Varus, Fusion Destiny. If you're playing it, there's also E-Call. We got a lot of cards we can use. But for some reason this time, I guess freaking the Egyptian gods and Arceus were mad at me or something. And I drew absolutely one of the worst hands I've had in forever. And I remember the exact hand because I wrote it down because I knew because it was kind of funny actually too. I drew 2 Droll and Lockbirds, Destiny Hero Plasma, Destiny Hero Malicious, and 1 Imperm. So I was convinced, okay, I'm dead, I lose. Oh man, I set the Imperm, and he didn't start amazingly. Again, I'm playing against Brandon. I'm half expecting Brandon Fusion right away. No Ash Blossom, so I was like, okay, dang. No, he went into the Fall of Albaz, so thanks to Imperm, I had to stop that. And he tried doing some other stuff. He added this card to his hand, and after that, the Droll was live, so I did that. So it actually slowed him down a bit. Not as strong, though, as I wish it was Ash, but what can you do? So I managed to go my turn, and I drew freaking, what's it called? A hero Liz. So no monsters in my field left, so thank goodness I can use it, and I managed to set up a good field. But the problem was, though, he also had a lot of, he also had his Ash and his Imperm in his hand. So, I mean, not in his hand, set. Yeah, he set and all that, but someone was like, dang. So, the whole game took 40 minutes, and the only reason the only reason I was able to I lost this game only because not only did I hero lived, but because, like I said, my opponent just had the stuff they needed, and it took me forever to be able to get the cards I needed to actually try to catch up. So, hey, what can you do, right? Now remember, this game took 40 minutes. So what do you think happened game 2? My opponent, I went first. Now, I drew a pretty good hand, but my hand was also crap. I had Stratos in my hand, but I drew double. Oh man, I thought we played this to avoid it. I drew both my increase. Oh man. Now I know, but now I still prefer double increase, but this is like one of the rare times where, in general, I just drew bad both games. So Luckily, though, I managed to end on a field of just Destiny, Plasma, DPE, and I decided to go first. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. I had to use Fusion Destiny, so I couldn't go in. I couldn't get like favorite contact or anything because when you use Fusion Destiny, you're locked into Dark Heroes. I managed to though end on this, and I did decide to go first, so I did have Rivalry set. So I had these ready. He evenly matched me. I kept though. I used DP's effect though to chain it, to chain to it. So I basically destroyed my own rivalries. That way they're both gone, and I just kept Plasma. So at least I'll still have DP at the end. He did like a bunch of shenanigans because Plasma is still negating his stuff. He was having a very, very hard time against Plasma. A lot of people do. So he managed to end on a field of just 2 fusions. So I didn't notice until the end of this. He was basically stalling for time. Yeah, I lost to time again. And then he showed me his hand. He told me, if it wasn't for time, I would have definitely won. So, hey, what can you do, right? So that's what kept me from being able to get first place. But if it wasn't for time, I pretty much would have. So, hey, close enough, right? So yeah, time. What can you do? The guy was cool about it, so we, no hard feelings, basically. I mean, I don't really get mad at these sort of things. I mean, yeah, I hate losing the time, if you've seen our other videos, but what can you do? It's not their fault. They're just playing the game. So, they're just doing their best, too. So, still, though, I'm very happy with the way the deck performed, and I got no issues, honestly, with it. I really like this build. I think I might upload an updated deck profile for this deck this week. If you want to see that, I'll probably upload it later this week. And if you want to see it, I just basically repeated myself. So sorry, I messed that up. I'll definitely be uploading that later this week. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments. But like this video if you want to see a updated deck profile for heroes. I'll basically upload this deck, and I think at my next locals I'm going to go to, I'm going to because everyone's pretty much just bored of this format. I think so I think next week I might go and test out Neo's heroes, because the build I have for Neo's heroes I've been wanting to test out for a while. I did test it against channel members here on the channel. So I think I'll go try that out at the next one. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, in all honesty. If you want to see more future Yu-Gi-Oh content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.